What do you got there?
The oxygen kit.
The thing's huge. Today we're learning how to use our new oxygen kit.
I got the one that had like the most oxygen.
We've added a Dan kit on board just in case.
Do you feel like you can administer emergency oxygen now, honey?
Then I'll take you on a tour of some new repairs and upgrades we've made to Calypso. She's looking good. Let's talk about the repairs. We sit in here at night. After a couple months on the hard, we're finishing up the last few items so that we can depart for the Bahamas, baby.
We got our medicine refills.
We'll update our emergency prescription supply.
Bye-byes to our Dinghy Engine.
Before we get some fantastic news we'll share with you. Let's do it. Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god! That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to Lazy Gecko Sailing. Looking for something exciting, free, and real? If so, you found the right place. Meet Calypso, our floating home.
It's not working.
We're sailing her all over and taking you for the ride. Please click on subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun.
I got the one that had like the most oxygen because, you know, you can administer oxygen longer for like an emergency situation. And if you're way far away and you're waiting on help, get as much as you can, right? But the thing is, it shows up, we have no idea how to use it. We went ahead and signed up for our course. It's at a PADI store, but it's not a PADI course. It's just like a cheaper one, but it teaches you all the same stuff. We're not like chartering or anything. We just need to know how to administer it to each other or somebody else.
The real question is who's gonna need the oxygen?
Probably me.
I better pay attention. Yeah, I better pay attention in that class. Jeremiah usually helps me out. He's always helped me out. When I was in college, he would help me out with my papers. He'd edit them for me. He's my saving grace. And this little guy back here is gonna play on his iPad while we go to the course.
I might watch you.
Yeah, and he might watch us. We said, hey, we have a 5-year-old. We don't have childcare, obviously. We live on a boat. He doesn't go to school. He's homeschooled. Can he come with us? And the guy was real cool. He's like, yeah, bring him along. So he's gonna come and learn about oxygen. Maybe he'll be administering both of our oxygen.
Yeah.
We both scuba dive off of Calypso, most of the time in remote locations. So we've decided to bring on a Dan emergency oxygen kit, just in case we ever needed it. Now, to learn how to use it.
Are you learning anything?
Yeah, I am. It's pretty neat. To be honest, it's pretty simple. I've learned we'll only survive an hour and a half.
Do you feel like you can administer emergency oxygen now, honey?
Yes, it's much more simple than I thought, and you only have an hour and a half to live, so somehow I need to get you help. So that course was $190, and I'd say well worth it to give you an hour and a half of life.
Yeah.
Seems promising.
You got an hour and a half left.
Think about everything you want to think
We're down
about.
to 40 minutes now.
Pray, pray. This was such a fun event to be a part of. I love getting a little dirty after a workout, during a workout. Blah. I love getting a little dirty during a workout, but I've never had beer sprayed on me after one, until now. I am done. I just got done editing this week's video. I do the voiceover part. Jeremiah does most of the editing. We have a ton of repairs going on. Jeremiah has like been solidly booked with video editing, filming, and repairs. Let's talk about the repairs we got going on. First and foremost, you can see in the background, we got new cushions for Calypso. Oh, I'm so excited. It took about 6 weeks to get them done, so that kind of was like, blah, but that's all right. Our cushions were more like this color last time, and they were original with the boat. They're nice, bright, and white, so I love them. It's gonna be great for filming. That's something we always have to think about. It'll be great for filming and picture taking because it's bright and white. When you have a color like this, yellow, you kind of turn out yellow, and that's not so good. 3 new starting batteries. 3, I don't know, I have 1 thumb up. Jeremiah put those in pretty easy. He ordered them online, 1 for each engine, 1 for the generator. The windlass, oh my gosh. That was an absolute disaster. We also replaced our Harken button. You can see right here, this is the one that we replaced. It was getting water in there. It was, you'd push it, and when you released it, when you take your finger off, it would continue going. It wouldn't actually release. So we replaced that, and now the other one looks bad, and we should probably replace that one too, but I think that other one probably has a year left. We got some new LED lighting. Jeremiah really wanted to do this. I was a little nervous because he was gonna drill into the boat. Let's see, where can I put you? Okay, so the LED lighting, the little remote is here. I hope you're nice and straight. You look pretty straight. Little remote is here, and there's a little sensor back there. Turn it on. Different colors. Can you see the colors? Oh, kinda. Let's put you somewhere else. We can kind of go through some pretty colors. Oh yeah. And then it's really nice. Like, we sit in here at night, we watch a movie, we kind of pick our color. Last night we did blue, but we like pink a lot, so we went back to pink, and it's just, you got all these options. So it's really nice to have it on during a movie, or like when you're just relaxing in here. Because at night, your little reading lights can be super bright, and I love it. It was so cool that Jeremiah did it. I had these little string lights up around each room. I'll show you. I still have some over here. And he's like, okay, it looks kind of like, you know, it's fine, it's cute, but we could make it look a little bit more professional. So this is what I had in our room, these little string lights hanging everywhere. So he was like, you know, I'm gonna put something nice. So he did. Another little addition that we added to the boat, wait for it. It's my rock star. Do you see it? My humidifier, or dehumidifier. Newest edition. It's nice and big, it's perfect, it's boat sized. Not really, I'm just kidding, it's huge. But I love it, I can't be without it. I don't know what we're gonna do when we take off cruising because I freaking love this thing. The reason we had that is because when we went up north, we were dealing with a lot of condensation with the cold, which brought some mold and all that junk. I hate that that happened. It fills up the bin, like once a day, it's full. I can't believe how much water it pulls out of the boat, but then again, I'm like, we live on the water, right? It's just sitting in there sucking the boat dry. It's amazing. And lastly, our TVs. Jeremiah's wanted to add TVs to this boat since the day we moved on the boat. He searched and searched and searched, could not find a TV that would fit up there. Has to be a certain length and you have to be able to mount it down or whatever. So he got that one. This one for our bedroom. The old one, you couldn't like even see the screen because you're laying down low, your head's low. And when you look at the screen, it's meant for somebody that's sitting much higher and you couldn't bend the TV down. So we got one here in our salon, one in our master cabin, and then we got the little guy one. Great additions to the boat. That's not all of it. I mean, we've been working our butts off on the boat, but that's a good amount of the stuff that we've been doing. We are so ready to get off cruising. Oh my goodness. But you know, we've been moving so much over the years, so you never get to stop and get things done. So we're like, okay, let's stop, take 2 months and knock out this list for the boat, because what happens is you add it to the list and your list just grows and grows and grows and grows. And I feel like there's so much more to do on a boat than there is in a house. I think we'll take off in about 2 weeks. Yeah. I think 2 weeks, it's okay, give or take a couple.
One of the last minute items was to install a new Fusion remote panel at the helm. This will work with our brand new stereo that Jeremiah installed. Touchscreen, baby. Even though the old one is also a Fusion, this required some cutting, darn it. Reese is still at it. While we're stopped, we have him engulfed in activities, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We try to get him involved in boat stuff too, like training for emergencies.
The first step is to pull the red thing down. The second step is to push the gray thing. The third step is to feed the antenna.
You can never do too much training. We've installed a man overboard device on his life jacket. It's not automatic on this type of PFD, so he's learning to deploy it himself.
Does it hurt? Do me stop?
It came out. Time flies by.
We got our medicine refills.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
did.
So the rest of our stuff, we didn't use too much of it, but it basically just expired.
Correct. We didn't use any of it except for like scopamine, which these are the patches that go right here. The little circle patches. They almost look like small nicotine patches, right? And they go right behind your ear. So I use them for seasickness. That's the only thing we really used from the last batch. This is our new batch of prescription medication. All three of us go to the doctor. We tell them about our situation. Some are skeptical to give medications, especially like pediatric
You mean like
doctors.
our situation being that we cruise full time?
Yeah, we go to remote locations and sometimes we might need medical care. You know, hasn't happened yet. Don't want it to happen. But we're prepared just in case. A lot of Jeremiah and my doctor, they're really cool about it. They give us both whatever we want. Pediatric doctors have a little bit more of a harder time, so we just get like amoxicillin for Reese, not mixed, it's just powder form. Then they tell me how to mix it, and EpiPen for Reese and an EpiPen for myself. That way we have an adult and a child. An abundance of prescription medications to cover things from like eye infections, skin infections, seasickness. Obviously if you get stung, EpiPens. Just going through them now. Jeremiah gets his heart medication, like a 90-day supply. Yeah, so it works.
So not only do we have medicines to back up like health issues, we also have a defibrillator on board, right?
Defibrillator.
We have emergency oxygen.
Emergency oxygen. We just got a new little oxygen reader gadget.
Yeah, like the thing that goes in your finger and reads your heart rate and your oxygen.
What else? We have
the dechoker.
Dechoker. That thing's awesome.
So we should probably go through a lot of this stuff. Maybe we'll sit down and we'll go through each thing individually.
Yeah, I think we really should, but this is what I do yearly. All the other ones are expired, so I think I've already kind of got rid of a lot of them, but I'll just switch them out, throw them away, and replenish.
We are saying bye-byes to our dinghy engine.
Yep, gentleman's gonna come and pick it up today. We're gonna sell it for pretty cheap. We're selling it for $1,200. It's 2017 Yamaha 20 horsepower. Good price for that. It just needs a solenoid. He knows what it needs. He repairs them. He'll be able to sell it, repair it, and sell it for even more, which is great. You know, we have a new Mercury coming in like 5 days, so we're gonna get this thing off. I just don't know how we're gonna get it off. So that's just hoisting that sucker. He's an older gentleman, retired. He said he does this for like, you know, he does this on the, that's his thing after retirement, you know?
Yeah.
It's great.
We've been waiting 5 months for the new dinghy engine to ship. It's finally on the way. So it was time to say fair winds, Yamaha. You were hard to start, but you got us around.
Oh wait, let me read. This is my only acting I ever do. The loan for the RV was approved.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So that right there is just an acting job that we just did because she was straight up naked when I first came down.
I still feel equally as excited.
Yeah. We just got the email that said it was approved at the rate we wanted and everything.
Oh my gosh. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So when do we get it? What did he say?
I don't know. He said we just need to balance the insurance and it's approved.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. We own an RV?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We have some big plans. One is to get pregnant. If that happens, we want to be with our kids in California for the birth. The RV would allow for that. Another is having a place to stay when we are on the boat, like during hurricane season. So don't worry, we aren't switching to RVing. It's too easy.
That's it. You excited?
I am so excited. We don't want a condo. We don't want a house. We don't want to be land-based. We still want to travel. We still want the adventure. And how can we work it into Lazy Geckos? I was like, why don't we try an RV? You know, so we went and looked at them. We've been looking at them for months and months and months, going back and forth, couldn't figure it out. And finally we were like, let's just do it. We're gonna go take off cruising again. Let's just do it, so when we do, we have something to come home to. And now we have a home to come home to.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We don't have to sail Calypso all the way back to the United States when a medical emergency pops up or anything like that.
Yeah.
So cool.
We should be going this week to pick it up.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, dear.
Thank you. You too. Coming soon on the Lazy Geckos. I'm gonna go for it.
Having a CPAP on the boat.
Jeremiah just left to go be a part of the RV survey.
First night aboard the RV.
All day.
We have 5 days to get to the Bahamas.
You know it's gonna be rough when you put on your wet marine floaty.
Next to the blue hole in the Bahamas.
Somebody said they were gonna go nap.
You're always giving me crap.
You guys ready?
I'm scared.
Well, I worry about a lot of things. Turns that electrical signal into a mechanical.
We're going down. Test as early as 6 days before the day of your missed period.
How long are you supposed to wait?
I already see it. Oh man.
Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.